C&NOnline here for another gaming review. Today we're looking at EA's latest title and also the latest Need for Speed game, Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Rivals' story focuses on two factions in a sense, racers and cops. The racers just want to race around, whereas the cops just want to shut them down and get them off the street.
So, how does the game play out? You get the choice of whether you want to play as a racer or a copper. Don't worry, you are able to play between both campaigns at any point in the game, so don't worry if you choose one over the other. If you're a racer, you're tasked to complete events without getting busted or destroying your car, whereas if you're a copper, you just are trying to enforce the law basically.
After you chose who you're going to play as, you're then set tasks to complete. Completing tasks allows you to rank up and in turn unlock new cars and upgrades that can be bought to use within the game. Both cops and racers have 3 missions to choose from in each level, with each having a slight variation to them. As cops you carry out assignments, with each assignment having 3 different variations: patrol missions, undercover missions, or enforcer missions. Racers on the other hand have speed lists, which have 3 different variations themselves: race missions, pursuit missions, or drive missions. The variations are there so that the player can complete their tasks and objectives to their preferred playstyle.
In the world you have the option to carry out certain tasks, such as hop pursuits, interceptors, time trials, races and head-to-heads, that's if you're a racer. Cops on the other hand have interceptors, hop pursuits, rapid response and takedowns, which are basically taking down racers in the world. Each event has its own ranking. These rankings are from easy to hard, and the harder they are, the more money you'll get for completing them. Money is a key part of the game, and as you complete various tasks you will earn money. Simple as. To bank your money though, you have to drive into a hideout if you're a racer, or if you're a copper, into a command post. Otherwise, if you get caught or wreck your car, you will lose all your money. If you manage to get enough money, you are able to purchase new cars, designs, and various upgrades. One feature we noticed was that racers have to purchase new cars, whereas coppers get them for free when they're unlocked.
As mentioned, you use money to purchase upgrades. Upgrades have again returned to an extent in the game. As a racer, you're able to purchase pursuit tech. Your car can be customized, like in Underground 2, but only if you play as a racer, and lastly, you can purchase performance upgrades. Pursuit techs are weapons which can prevent coppers from busting you or give you the edge in a race. This can be anything from spike strips to roadblocks for coppers, or EMPs and shockers for racers. There are many more which are available also, we just didn't want to spoil them for you here. Car customization is all about the colour of your cars and also the look of it, such as the decals. Performance upgrades are the durability, strength, control, acceleration and top speed of your car. For the coppers, the only customization available sadly is your number plate. We don't know why it is, but it's just the way it is in the game.
One key part about the game that we haven't mentioned yet was that it's always online. The minute you jump into the game you're connected online, and even if you're playing by yourself you'll seamlessly see other players dropping in and out of your world. Whilst first time you play you are on your own in training, you are thrown straight into the game, which is a great way to learn.
While it is a great feature to have players play as both racer and cops in the same world and work on opposing sides to best each other, it becomes a problem when there are only 6 players in such a big world. It causes an issue as the worlds feel empty as you play in the same world and never bump into a real player, which ruins the whole seamlessly online feature. It may be a better experience if you and 5 of your mates jump online together, as you can guarantee you'll bump into each other, or if you actually went out of your way to find the other players in your online world.
We did mention the map can feel empty, though while it can, it does look great and not just graphically. The map is fairly large and has 4 different terrain zones: a forest area, an urban area, a mountainous snowy area and a town area. Whilst we did say the map feels empty, the world feels constantly alive with events, such as speed cameras, which mark your high score for other players to try and beat. Areas do not feel repetitive or samey, and it is nice to drive around the overworld and take it all in.
Control-wise, the driving feels more difficult and challenging, which is a positive feature. They have implemented a drift feature and made it feel a little more realistic. It does take a while to get used to the game's driving, though the learning curve isn't an issue, as it's fun to learn the way the game works and get used to the drifting round corners as if you're in a Fast and Furious film.
In the game the cars have health bars, and when the health fully depletes down to 0, the car is classed as wrecked and you will lose all your money. Thankfully, repair shops can be found throughout the world, and both racers and cops can use them to fix themselves up while on the go. This also includes replenishing the nitrous and their pursuit tech. Finding them can be easier, with a brilliant feature called Easy Drive. Easy Drive allows you to easily set destinations such as repair shops, close events and more, all with the D-pad. This means you can easily select a destination even when you're in the middle of an intense event.
Mission objectives can be easily changed at your command post or hideout if you wish to take out a different objective. You can also drop in at events and races when you're leaving the hideout. Whilst in your command post or hideout, you can instantly switch from cop to racer with ease. 2 features which are in the game are All Drive and the Need for Speed network. All Drive is the online mode itself. Online, you're able to get benefits such as increased bonuses if you're playing with others, and also carry out activities together. The Need for Speed network, on the other hand, is a great feature which you can use on your smartphone or PC, where you can queue events and even check what your mates are doing in the game. The network adds a lot more to your Need for Speed experience and allows you to always be in touch with the game, even when you're away from your console.
Finally, on the gameplay, we'd like to note something that we found an issue when playing as a racer. It is fun to have cops chase you around, don't get us wrong, it's part of the fun trying to get rid of them. Though, in Rivals, it seems as if the cops are always on your trail. You can lose them easily at times, and then 2 seconds later, even if you are driving at a responsible speed, the coppers will instantly get back on your trail and start chasing you again. If you do want to ditch them, however, you can easily hop in your hideout. Though this was also an issue, as basically losing the coppers was basically the whole feel for it, and if you can just hop into a hideout, it kind of removes the whole feel to it. Though with the game always being online, it might be a better feature that the hideout is constantly accessible so that you can bank your money.
Graphically, the game looks very high quality and very realistic, and visually the game looks stunning and beautiful. As you're playing the game, you can see every detail in the game's environments and upon the cars themselves, and it shows how much work has gone into making such a realistic looking Need for Speed game. We should note we are playing on the PS3 version of the game, which looks great. Next generation copies though will look much better we assume, but then again the game is running on the Frostbite engine.
Need for Speed Rivals soundtrack is fairly mixed. It has a few good songs here and there, but you tend to find yourself just looking for those songs. Sadly, the minute you start a pursuit, the music turns off and is replaced with dramatic music. Another neat option was the ability to listen to your own music in-game. Well, that's what we found on the PS3 version, as that's the copy we're playing. This allows you to listen to any song that you want, if you don't like the music that the game provides.
So let us look at the positives and negatives. The positives are that graphically, it's visually gorgeous. You can play as both a cop and a racer with their own campaigns and upgrades.
Go from playing alone to playing online instantly. Customization returns, but only to racers. Now on to the negatives. Lagging issues cause you to lose events or even get busted and lose money. The map seems empty with only 6 players at once. With such a big map, it's hard to bump into them. And finally, if you're playing as a racer, you always seem to be getting chased by the cops.
Need for Speed Rivals is a brilliant game that is starting to bring back some of its root mechanics such as customization. It looks stunning on current gen systems and can only look better on the next generation consoles. Whilst the game does have a few flaws such as its lag issues and the feel of being alone in a big online world, it's an incredibly fun game to play which is extremely addictive and will have you engaged at all times. For these reasons, Need for Speed gets a CNN score of 8 out of 10.
Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to leave comments down below and make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. This is C&N signing off.
I've made my choices. Now you make yours.